There are different factors that make a particular country great. It's not necessarily the wealth or the power they possess, but sometimes it's simply their people or citizens' attitude that makes them extraordinary in the eyes of the international community. When a particular country is considered great by the international community, they are highly respected and treated with utmost importance, whether inside their own territory or abroad. Some of the other factors that make a country great are their culture, history, military, energy, economy, standard of living, education, healthcare system, and so on. One specific country which possesses these factors is the island nation of Japan. Everybody will agree, whether you're from America or Europe, down to Africa, and especially in Asia, that Japan has been making great marks in history since their imperial era up to the present day, making the impossible possible in science and technology. Japan didn't just achieve their status today overnight. They've made so many sacrifices and hard work to become what they are today. It's not only their government who did all the hard work, but everybody made contributions to their success. It all begins with the people. If other countries like the Philippines want to achieve what the Japanese people have achieved, then these are the top qualities the Filipinos must possess. Number 5. Unity or oneness. What is unity? Simple. Whether you're from as far as Mindanao, or if you're a Muslim, Visayan regions, or all the way up to the northern island of Luzon, we are all Filipinos. We have a single identity in the international community. This is one of the qualities that we should all work very hard to instill or establish within ourselves if we really want to have a better future. As a matter of fact, there were lots of instances in our history when our country fell down during the Spanish era, all the way to the Japanese conquest of the Pacific. We fell down many times not just because we didn't have enough arms to fight back, but because of the treason of others, betrayed their own people to save themselves or just to get a status within the invading forces circle. Filipinos should remember this. We are not labeled Tagalog, Batangueno, Visayans, or Maranao outside of our territory. We are all labeled as the people of the Philippines. Number 4. Nationalism. What is nationalism? You love your country no matter what, and you serve its interests above all. When we have a sense of nationalism, we promote our identity to the world, and this results to unity and pride to our people. Filipinos must activate their sense of nationalism to the next level to cope with the changing time and challenges that come along the way. Philippines is an archipelagic country where it's divided by seas and people speak different dialects And as much as a strong sense of unity is important, it is also true that nationalism will keep the 7,100 plus islands of this archipelago under one constitution and republic. Number 3, hard work. You invest a great deal of extra time and effort in what you do. It is important to know that many Filipinos are hardworking, especially overseas. And that's the reason why Filipino workers are in demand abroad for their skills and endurance. Some of us may take for granted the sacrifices that our overseas workers do, like being away from their families and loved ones for a long time, just to provide them their needs. And without a doubt, it helped the economy of the Philippines grow and prosper. Like many Filipinos, Japanese people are known for being hardworking and workaholic, sometimes extending their work time until all of their tasks in that day are completed, unlike others who set their remaining work aside for the next day. This is one of the many reasons why Japan is very successful, because of their workaholic manpower. It is also important to know that Japanese work ethics known as Kaizen weaves this way. You can also call it the never-ending pursuit for improvement. If you do so, you're most likely to be motivated than disheartened. Number 2, discipline. What is discipline? Instead of explaining what discipline really means, let me show you some examples or results produced by a disciplined community. Sometimes words can be very deceiving, and the only way we can believe in something is through our very own eyes. Discipline being practiced by a single person can already make some impact, even in a small amount. But if sense of discipline is practiced in every level of society, from authorities on top to the very bottom in small communities, just imagine the impact it can make not only in that dominion but in the world. One very basic and practical way of knowing that a person or a community has a sense of discipline is through tidiness or cleanliness. Yes, what you have just witnessed really exists, and it is possible for others to also work hard in making our lives better through sense of discipline. This leaves us an important question that we can all reflect from. If they can do it, why can't we? It is important to know that Japanese people learns discipline and other important manners from their parents in their childhood days. Discipline is really a mindset, and it may not begin within oneself but through education from the early stage, even up to college. It can help instill to each and everybody the discipline that our society needs. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we go to the number one quality, if you like this kind of informative video, please do hit the like button and click subscribe for more future videos. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I would really appreciate your support. Together, let's make a change one step at a time. Without further ado, number 1, honor. What is honor? As per definition, the concept of honor is the idea of a bond between an individual and a society as a quality of a person that is both of social teaching and of personal ethos. It is an abstract concept entailing a perceived quality of worthiness and respectability that affects both the social standing and self-evaluation of an individual or institution such as school, regiment, or nation. It is important for the Filipinos to have honor if we want respect from other nationals. This may sound very simple or not as important as other qualities, But a nation with honor like Japan, for example, attracts more tourists, investors, allies, and other important advantages in line to their national interests. Honor is pretty similar with integrity, and if you're a person trying to apply for a job, for example, but your integrity background is not so good, the employer will most likely think twice before hiring you. The same principle applies in a country trying to invite investments to help the economy and generate jobs. If investors see that the country is prone to corruption, they will not invest their money and look for a better option.